Hey, this is Russell. I'm here with a bit of a video to showcase a couple things. One is this map. It's a Helms Deep map in Shogun 2 Total War. It can be played in the Shogun 2 base game, although I'm playing mod today. Very, very beautiful map. You have like the whole Helms Deep layer up here, and then you have the great deeping wall. Got the little canal that runs through it. They put like the bombs in here in the movie to like blow it up, but there's like a gatehouse here that you can like throw torches at. And you can even deploy units up here in the corner where the Rohan Hiram cavalry come in and save the day with Gandalf leading the charge. You have in this, the other thing I'm showing off a little bit is the Last Alliance mod. It's a mod on ModDB. And yeah, pretty good. The Helms Deep map is done by Trevor797, but I know he's not the original author. If you're actually the type Helms Deep map on the Steam Workshop, there's like a ton of them, and a lot of them are just like clones of this map with other improvements. There's a lot of bug fixes, I guess, on this version that from Trevor797. So it's a bit more stable, which is why I'm showcasing this one. He links in his Steam Workshop page the original author of the map, the original maker. So yeah, check it out. The Last Alliance mod can be found on ModDB, and it's an awesome mod. It's based on the Second Age, so we don't have access to the Rohirrim and to the Hordes of Isengard, the Orkai of the White Hand. So instead, we have facing off against each other, the Kingdom of Numenor. And yeah, looking pretty good. We have hunters, and we have Numenorean swordsmen. A lot of the cheaper units. I didn't want to go too powerful with this side. I'm playing as the Numenorians, and then the AI is playing as Mordor. We've got some orc band, They do what orc bands do. They jam out. We've got some orc raiders. An orc warband. The orcs. Over here we got more of them. It might just be those three type of units. But yeah, it's just a big spam of those units. There are quite a bit of towers on this map. We have these battery towers here. We have the matchlock towers, Gatling gun, and all of that. So yeah, very, very nice map. Very awesome. So yeah, units look great. Love the Last Alliance mod. I've only been playing it for a little while, so I'm not too experienced in it yet. And some things in this battle actually caught me off guard. We'll look at that when that happens. But yeah, I like the hunters. They look a bit. They look enough like the Rohirrim, so that's why I chose them. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. Could have gone with elves, but that'd feel a little too OP, and the castle would feel a little too empty if I was to make it balanced. Overall, this army is more expensive than that one. Of course, it's the AI, so it's not going to make the best of decisions, but it does pretty well. I'm fighting against the AI for this battle just because I want to test, the volume and all of that. I did a Total War series, before in Napoleon. And, the series turned out to be very nice. It was a multiplayer campaign series. It didn't have the best recording quality. So this is kind of like a bench test on how good the recording quality can be on this mod and all of that. Might have to adjust sound and stuff. We got some archers going, and this kind of caught me off guard when I was fighting the battle. Look how fast they climb up the walls. I thought I would have had plenty of time to move my archers off, but these guys just jump up the walls very, very fast. So yeah, again, I haven't played much of this mod. Got some shots going. They're all climbing up the walls, and if we go across the walls, you see the archers are being pulled off. Some of them are getting a little caught up, and the swordsmen are moving in to try and hold off these guys that are climbing up the walls, protect the archers, move the archers back. Eventually I'm going to move them up to the upper level. But yeah, check it out. The battle has started. And Numenorian swordsmen are confronting the different orc factions. Orc races. Yeah. Very, very cool. So, for those of you guys who are really familiar with this mod, it's based on the Second Age. And for those of you who aren't really familiar with, like, Lord of the Rings or Tolkien lore, the Second Age is, like, at the beginning of the Lord of the Rings movie. It's the time when, like, the rings were, like, given to the men and elves, and the big battle at the beginning, the last alliance between the men and elves. So yeah, that's the Second Age. The Third Age is what comes next, of course, with all of that. But yeah, this mod is based specifically in the time where Queen Muriel is over Numenor, but then Ar-Pharazôn is, like, rebelling against him, and he basically takes over Numenor and forces her to be queen. He was the last king of Numenor. Right after he took over, he took Sauron as a hostage when he invaded Middle-earth, or when he invaded to fight, like, Sauron. And Sauron became one of his advisors and turned them all to worship Morgoth, and they burned the White Tree of Numenor as, like, an offering. And yeah, it was a pretty bad time for the people in Numenor, like persecution and stuff. Isildur, like, saved, like, a seed of the tree, and he would later, like, you know, the White Tree of Gondor that you see is, like, the comes from the White Tree of Numenor. But yeah, bit of rambling there about the Second Age. I'm not sure, but yeah, for those of you who don't know it, I'm not sure if that helps too much. But yeah, that's kind of like the setting of this mod. And you can't really hold back this. More so, the warriors went in. They're causing a lot of casualties. They slowed them down so that the archers can get inside up to the next level. We do have some more swordsmen here, so if they were to start climbing up here, we could deal with it. And they are starting to climb up here now, actually. If you look, they're starting to try to make their way up to these archers now in the corner. And they're doing pretty well on the Leaping Wall, pushing us back. I don't really have many unit abilities with the Numenorian swordsmen, I believe. They are very, very low tier weak units. A lot of their units, I'm pretty sure, have, like, Warcry, so it works pretty well in their favor. And yeah, see some combat. Got this guy. He's just chilling in the middle of everything. It's pretty cool to see shields in Shogun 2 Total War. I like that about this mod. A lot of people have shields. I'm not sure how, like, all of that, like, works, because, like, in Medieval 2, like, shields will give, like, more resistance to things like arrows and stuff like that if, like, an arrow hits it in the front, but then, like, it won't give that resistance, like, if the arrows are hitting in the back, and so on, and, like, less resistance on the sides, and so on and so forth. I don't think that can be a mechanic in this mod because of the way Shogun 2 is, but maybe they were able to implement that. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's just reflected in, you know, just stats. But yeah, really cool stuff to see. They are overwhelming the Numenorian swordsmen, unfortunately. A lot of my guys are breaking, and they can't really run away when they break, so, like, these guys are just going to, like, sit there routing and get caught up and slaughtered. They're trying to get out the gate. I guess a few of them get away. Got these guys, they're like, oh no, we have lost, all is lost. Poor hunters. Middle of the wall broke from the big tower here. They are trying to capture the tower, maybe? I guess they don't. They just neutralize it. I wonder if, like, they captured the tower, if it would start firing over there. I don't know how, whatchamacallit, like, the angle works on that. Yeah, and they've taken over. They're starting to work their way up the next level. And the swordsmen are moving in place. We got a bit of a battle up here with these guys, these orcs that were climbing up on the corner. They're a bit jammed. And orcs are starting to make their way up here too. There they go. They're vaulting in. Got some orc band. More archers, but I think they're going to be under attack soon. Yep. And more archers. We've got the archers back here. They're shooting volleys overhead. Maybe. Or they're just chilling. Sometimes you have to micro the archers somewhat. Ah, there they go. These guys are shooting. Because sometimes if like there's someone like in the way, they don't want to shoot at your own units. But yeah. Look at that. The orc horde. Spill that blood. These guys are running away. Are they able to get inside because of this? Looks like a couple of them are going to get in. The gate. I didn't realize that they were doing that. But yeah. The orc horde. Don't know what that warband's doing. They're just chilling. Looks like they're finally going to climb up, actually. They were a reserve, I guess. And they still have a good amount of units left, but we still have a very defensible position. We have this wall, where we have the swordsman holding. Spill that blood. They do, in this mod, tend to repeat, like, the same lines of dialogue over and over again. Like, there isn't, like, a lot of dialogue variety. Which is fine. You know, it's still very much more immersive than, you know, not having the lines at all, or, you know, it's pretty cool. Now they're coming up in, like, pretty full force. There's a little bit of a traffic jam. Don't know, why they're not spreading out as much as they could, but it's a good thing for me. They could also destroy the gates, but I notice the AI doesn't like to do that much. They more so like to climb the walls. I don't really see any of them falling off the walls, so I assume they have, like, the... Oh, there we go. One of them fell. So they aren't, like, unfallable. But they do kind of have, like, the speed of, like, a ninja more so. They climb up the walls very fast. And I think it's a nice touch. It reminds me of, like, in the movie when the Balrog is going to, like, come in and, like, ice everyone. Like, the goblins, like, realize that Big Daddy Balrog's coming in and they just, like, scramble up the pillars. Yeah. So yeah, I plan to do more with this mod on the channel. It won't come for a while, though, the more content of this mod. Just because when I do upload content of this mod, I want it to be, like, good content. I like to do multiplayer stuff up till 4 usually. So this is just a bit of a test, like I said, to see the, you know, how well the recording turns out, how well the commentary turns out, if the volume of the game is too loud or too quiet. So yeah, all that will be figured out. In order to do, like, multiplayer recording, of course I have to have friends who have time to do that. So I don't know when I'll be able to upload more content for this mod, but it'll happen. I really like this mod a lot. I love the mechanics. I love everything about it. And it's pretty cool to play the Helms Deep map with it too. You can play the Helms Deep with, like, the base game, and it's still pretty cool doing that as well. You know, samurai defending Helms Deep. That's pretty awesome. But yeah. We are getting a bit of a chain route here. You can see, like, people who are, like, not even in combat are wavering, and this guy's, like, running. So yeah. The arrow fire is doing quite a bit to dissuade them. And the units up here especially are pretty dismayed about their inferior position. They still do have quite a bit of orcs left, but they're all clumped up, perfect for the arrow fire that's hitting them. We have Tarmariel here. This is a pretty cool unit to show off. These guys have bows. It's pretty cool to have a general unit that has bows. Not doing too much. I have them like over here. Got a nice angle over here. What's going on? Look at that. Being held back. They routed up here, which kind of freed up these troops to start pushing a bit more this way, into this alleyway, and into the flank of these guys. And yeah, archers are chilling, firing at will. And yeah. And more orcs are routing. They do keep my guys debuffed all the time with their war cry abilities and stuff, but overall, even though my troops were kind of inferior, we had pretty good numbers, and we also had a very, very defensible position. This as a siege map is very, very beautiful. It's interesting that the AI went for this wall. I think the AI automatically goes for the shorter walls because they will take less casualties climbing up it. In this case though, these guys don't take a lot of casualties climbing up, and they climb up really fast. I think it would have been better for them to try to hit here along the wall. If I was assaulting Helms Deep, that's what I might have done. And yeah, you can see that battle's just about over. They're chain routing. Almost. Most of them are wavering. They do take a little while to break. The morale stats on this mod are a bit higher, which is pretty cool. I like it. It makes it so that the combat lasts longer and is more bloody. It's more decisive. You don't want to have units all route on both sides. It's interesting how a lot of the routing units that are out there, you see by the blue, they're my units. These are the guys who are defending the deeping wall. They're running away, even though at this point we're holding them back pretty well. I do like the mechanics in some of the older Total Wars more, where in Medieval 2, where if your units route, they'll go to the middle of the castle instead of outside the castle. And yeah, got a big push going on here. Actually, they're pretty densely packed. They're only being held back by a very, very thin line of swordsmen. In fact, some of them are getting through now, and even getting close to the archers. Although I don't know what this line of dudes is doing. Oh, I guess they're routing, but they're stuck. That's the thing with custom maps. Sometimes things are a little broken, but it's not very broken at all in comparison to a lot of other maps. And like I said, I think this modded map, purposely, whatchamacallit, did some bug fixes and stuff like that to make this map more stable. So yeah, that's the end of the battle pretty much. You can see they've all routed at this point. Costly victory, which I guess that's what the Battle of Helm's Deep was, because I think most of the defenders died, although we still have quite a number of defenders left. At least in the movie. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let's go to the end battle so you guys can see the casualties. I think it'll take us to the casualties. Hopefully it will. Elendil and his sons are founded kingdoms in Middle Earth through their lore and craft. Something. So yeah, they had a little less than 1,000 more troops than me. It is an AI, so not a big deal. It was more of a cinematic battle than any show of skill. Because God knows that I don't have much skill, that is. But yeah, a very nice battle. Just wanted to show it off and also use it as an opportunity to test my footage. I plan on uploading more Total War content to this channel. I loved doing the Napoleon multiplayer campaign series. If you want to check that out, I'll make sure it's linked at the end of this video. And like I said, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe to this channel. If you want to see more Total War content, it won't come soon. They're going to have like a couple short series on Fridays, like of other games. Just because I don't have any Total War footage right now that I want to upload. I want to wait till I have something good to upload, something multiplayer, something nice. Like I said, this is more of a test. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the Battle of Helms Deep. It was a nice little change of pace for videos on this channel. I'm thinking of doing a few more one-off videos or a few like very short series videos rather than the longer series that I've been doing for a little while. That is until I get more good Total War footage that I can turn into a good series. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and God bless. Have a good one. Like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys want to see more. Always interested in your feedback down in the comment section. You guys have a good one. God bless.